Nigerians who are not behind this old man. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I don't know how he thinks he can recruit
it is so easy to do, sir.
So
but it's just that,
with,
it's so easy to do. It's just that I'm going to kind of have to invest in that to be consistent so that we don't do it once and it's not done again. But it's a great idea, sir. I buy it.
Yeah, please. It's very necessary because I'm the same age. I'm older than many of all these people now. I'm older than Tinubu.
Mm-hmm.
But I did grow up in Yoruba land, but I'm from Benin City. So the Benin follow, because of the imported Oba they have in Benin there, the culture you are preaching against of which instruct young children to respect older people, if even they are stupid, it's what you have in Benin. So I grew up like you. I listened to your story. I say, wow, because you were not raised by somebody who was told this is what you should do. This is what you should do. You use your common sense.
Yes.
So you can't compare yourself with the children of all these criminal millionaires in wisdom. So
thank you, sir.
Please, I want to tell Abure to go after the Labour Party people who sneak in there. If they are serious, they should oppose whatever they have in their Congress or whatever. Only they can we know what they are about.
Thank you so much, sir.
Because whatever I respect the vice president next to Obi, he would be more influential by making statements. When Tinubu went to ECOWAS and declared himself the president, then the vice president for the Labour Party should also go to news, be criticizing him, be saying his own to the whole world to know that this man is not legitimate yet. Okay?
Good one, sir.
So that's what I want to tell you for now.
Yes, sir.
I want to say thank you so much for whatever you are doing.
Yes, sir.
I wish we can make your studio the where to go. And it should be uplifted to be the national TV station, so you can counteract all the other politically owned channels like Arise TV channel. Those are owned by politicians. Your own is going to be the one everybody will listen to, both at home and abroad. So it's going to be
Thank
like
you.
that.
I am going to work on it. It's always the goal, and with the support and expectation of people like yourself, elderly people, and then the young people, combination of people who made up this platform, right? I believe
when I was young, I was a musician. I used to record in the same studio with Sunday Ade, Ebenezer Obey, and in Decca studio.
God bless you.
But when I saw during the war, why they were killing in the war front and the bloodshed, what was going on in Lagos, Yoruba land was Owambe. So that was the time I put music out of because I can't smile and dance when I see what was going on in Nigeria at that time.
So you used music as your own voice of protest, yeah?
Yeah. I don't want to take your time, okay?
I know. We could be here all night. So let me take another call, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this with us tonight, sir.
Protect you for us.
Stay safe, eh? Nice one, sir. I'm going to probably remember that for a while, and I hope we are lucky another time to have Sir Adam on this program. So I'm going to take another one where we're going to have other people's opinion. opinions. So, yeah. Hello.
In the building.
Oh, yeah, feel it. How you doing, Baba?
Anybody will talk say your own go spoil, your own go blow.
Amen.
Your own go blow.
That's so.
And it's so obvious, looking at the list of ministers, we've seen the future. We've seen the future. Ìlú tó ní 524 languages. 524 languages. There's really no solution than there's no way 524 nations. So there's really no way. Actually, go the list of the ministers. There's really nothing. So look at many of them. Many of the Nigerian actors, the Jide Kosoko, them, Oga Bello, them that came to support. But what to do? And you could actually, if anybody stop 100 seniors in Nigeria and ask them, what have you benefited from Nigeria at age 80? At age 80, me, I spent 30 years of my life in Nigeria before I traveled out of Nigeria. People who have spent 80 years benefited nothing.
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 You know what somebody said? You know what somebody said? I think I've said it on this program before, that every time we tell Nigerians to fight for good life, there are people in their 80s, they've never experienced good life at all. There are people in their 20s right now, they've never seen good life. So where do you want them to see the good life that will motivate them to fight for one when they have never experienced it in their life? About 80 years, break out to me. Imagine living for 80 years.
80 years, 80 years. You go. There's no symmetry in Nigeria that is even attractive. Sometimes when I drive by, it's a cemetery here. Like, see how this place fine. This is even a public cemetery. Even the dead we're not even respected.
Because the dead are not allowed to rest now. Whether they dig them up to steal their body.
Exactly. So I think the other day it was Sheilo. It was Sheilo when I think there was an attack that affected, that killed one of his sister. That was really, when we say until when it touched, somebody, that's really when they really know how terrible, it has been. People are just
adjusted to it and all that. And if you know happening to my family, it is not happening at all.
Yeah.
They're just lying. They're just making it up.
George Floyd case is a perfect example. Crisis, you announced 23 people were killed in Plateau. Lagos people will say, concern me. I thought that no be, concern us. It happened for Katsina, concern us. It happened for even within the state, go Oshogo, Ekiti, go, concern us. So even no state. If you look at the time of George Floyd, who struck down America, the whole country.
Some Nigerians who are in Nigeria, they are in Nigeria. They are also putting up the picture of George Floyd here, because showing solidarity, debating, discussing how American policing system is so brutal to the black people, and they were battling SARS in Nigeria. But ridiculousness is mad.
Exactly. I was in a group. I was a chatting Nigerian group here in Canada. They say they want to raise flag, independent flag. A flag will raise.
I love my country from abroad. You remember them?
From abroad.
Loving Nigeria from abroad. Say, Nigeria, I love you so much, Nigeria. Oh, Baba, I did my Canada. I did my day here. I don't want. No. Say, why you not go live where you love? No. I just love Nigeria from abroad. Mm-hmm.
And the truth is, it's not about me because I'm not even in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. You are not even in Nigeria. But I want to go every day. People are being killed every day. Human organ harvesting is now a big market in Nigeria. You that you are living big man in Lagos and you cannot travel by road I left Nigeria at age 30. Mo go at least like 30 states in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I've gone Nigeria by road. By road. So I know how beautiful Nigeria is.
Very beautiful countryside. If it remains safe, it would have been the best country in the world.
I'm telling you, waterfall so bad. Our reserve, they're talking about Kenya Safari. Nigeria, we have everything. But you cannot even travel by road from Lagos to Ibadan, 1 hour journey, conveniently. And you're telling me Nigeria is safe. And you cannot even travel. You can't even travel by road in your own country anymore. Ọlọ́pàá gba bribe, ọlọ́pàá gbowó, ọlọ́pàá bọ́ uniform. That was 15 years ago. I was traveling from Plateau to Nasarawa. Under the lójú ọlọ́pàá ló rọ́ọ̀bù mi, ọlọ́pàá. Because under the mufti tó wọ̀ sórí ẹ̀, you are there, ìbọn yẹn ní NPF. You know, so it has this one. When you say we don't even have no security, there's no security because they can snitch on you at any time. ISB, Danny.
You know, Baba, sure you remember they said that if armed robbers are chasing you and you see the police roadblock ahead, the best thing for you, return and go and meet those armed robbers and let them rob you. They will likely not kill you. They will take something from you. Police will rob you, kill you. Then keep your body, accuse you to be an armed robber. Ask your family to come and bail your body in order to bury the evidence and all of that. So your choice.
Exactly. I want to look at the people that travel by road in Nigeria. Local government boys, police stop me so that local government boys will collect money from me. So these people don't really understand when they say the system is bad. It's beyond repair.
It's bad.
It's beyond repair.
About work is to the benefit of everybody. If Nigeria is working or Nigeria have a prospect of working, a lot of us will not be sitting down here, right? Talking as if to say it is hopeless for Nigeria when it is not. It is hopeless for Nigeria. But look at the guys behind it.
India population is 1.5 billion.
Imagine.
India electricity is on coal. 1.5 billion on coal. Coal with me. 1.5 billion. So there's enough thing. If I was check your hospital. What of the core hospital here? But my real estimate of the core hospital here. One to my hospital here, go on $1 billion. $1 billion to build hospital to take a city of over 100,000 people with all the equipment. But you start salary for 1 year.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
That's something that somebody will just take in Nigeria and then he will go and hire a lawyer.
Exactly. And the truth is, I don't know because assets they keep property you need to be spending money on it. So one need for combat. I want not but suffering and smiling. At the end of the day, future generation but thank you very much because this diary for many years ago, many of these people, thank you for, because they are not, it's like listening to CNN. It's like listening to mainstream media.
They're like a cooking, brainwashing soup every day.
Every day. So I got those people sit down to get information. Information will then get no one wants to daru. It's just hard, Jack. Thank you very much. God bless you, man.
And you too, Baba. Nice for stopping by. Chike, thank you so much for your super chat. By the way, I had to quickly come
Hello, sir.
Say that. Hello, sir.
Hi, go have fun. This is your guy, Adiola. I'm very fine. I saw the caption for tonight. I was just I didn't even have the opportunity to watch
It
the
was
whole
like, is this
broadcast.
a sarcasm from Mayegun? What's this? Breaking news and
No,
it's a joke.
no. I was even thinking that it was 36% unemployment, and I'll be probably thinking that would be closer to
That
the
would be
real
like
figure.
ideal, right? Adiola.
You know. See. The moment I saw that figure, I just went straight to the website of National Bureau of Statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm an economist, I have an MSc Economics and Finance.
Bless you, Papa.
The time they removed that guy, that Yemi Kale guy, who was a former DG of National Bureau of Statistics in Nigeria, I knew all the alarm bells went off for me. The moment they removed Yemi Kale, when Yemi Kale was still there, I had confidence in the output of that bureau.
The credibility of what they released.
He has credibility. But that guy could not serve under Boko Haram. He couldn't serve. It was a mismatch. So he had to go. They had to let this guy go. So for them to tell me that we are close to we are full employment, Baba,
the audacity, Adiola.
Baba, weak. Are you telling me we are full employment? Are we 96% employed?
Yes.
Are we talking about full employment?
Yes.
Even UK, no, if you boast of harm, chairman.
That's why they said we should go to court if we don't believe them. Bunch of jokers. Honestly.
Baba, as in, I'm going to sit down maybe tomorrow very well. I'll look at their methodology. I want to know how they arrived at 96%. I want to know, Baba. I am curious because our misery index is driven largely by unemployment rates.
Yes.
Because misery index, when you add misery index and you add inflation, you have a very high double-digit figure. I know fully well that our misery index is driven by unemployment. And for them to come and put this, I want to see that methodology. They must release it to. We have to investigate it.
You may end up asking for too much, but there's nothing wrong in you waiting for them. They will cook for you. Everybody, Baba, they will cook for everybody. Maybe say, like I said, a lot of people will be asking that, are they talking about this Nigeria? Like you'll be in Nigeria, you'll be reading the headline, great news, good news, and you'll be like, Egbami now. Am I in? Sorry, bros. Where's this place? They say about Abule Egba Lewa. Abule Egba Nigeria, Abule Egba Canada. Is it not Abule Egba Nigeria?
Current figures shows 18.1% youth unemployment, 12.2% underemployed, 6.9% single digits under youth underemployment. Baba, almost this their machinery they are using is working because
audacity.
I really question this. See, this figures is a far departure from what Yemi Kale was doing. Yemi Kale's tenure in this agency, Baba Dagbe, Baba ain't trying out correct figures.
Is that not the same man that was embarrassing them? Every time APC is saying Buhari is trying, they will release a statistics that shows that inflation is getting higher, unemployment is getting higher, businesses are folding up, and they were so raging that they asked Buhari to send him away. Like that guy is the enemy of a Buhari government. Why does he continue? Why was he continue to release? I remember him. And like you said, all bombs went off after.
Because the moment they let Yemi Kale go, I knew this was political, and they had to let this guy go so he can. So the person they brought in was just a yes man. The man doesn't even have the same gravitas as Yemi Kale. He's not even directly linked qualification wise, statistically, to be in that position.
They are counting Alabaru as a job. They said, do you know how much Alabaru make in a day? They are counting Okada riding as a job. They said, do you know how much Okada make a day? They are not. They are supposed to be surveyed. They are supposed to be categorized as employed. That's the criteria they use. You're an economist, Adeola. You would find out the whole scope, the whole cooking.
No, I'm going to look at their publication and look at how they derived that figure and the methodology. Yemi Kale's time, Yemi Kale had boots on ground, literally people on ground in the market counting, taking surveys. So you could go to bed and say, okay, whatever figure you have under Yemi Kale's tenure, you could invest in Nigeria or not invest in it, because the agency was credible. It was a credible agency under his tenure. He had literally men on ground.
I remember.
University students, undergrad, for master's degree students, bachelor's degree in economics on the ground, taking surveys and taking samples that are truly representative.
Steady then, right.
On a steady. So whatever it chunks out, as a foreign investor, that is what propelled a lot of investors to come to Nigeria. Because, a lot of foreign investors rely on data that is close to something
is life
that you can
now, Adeola. Not
it's
even in this
now.
21st century. Data is life. Just like they used to say, information is life. Data is life. If you are very good with data, you are not far from being so rich.
Baba, when you work with data, there's a Greek term they call nullis in verba. Nullis in verba means, but it just beware. It's my point. So you can manipulate data to say all kinds of stories.
Yes.
Right? You can do window dressing when it comes to data analysis. It's my point, Baba. Yes. So there's a term in Greek, they call it nullis in verba. So that means, Baba, whatever you are collecting, Baba, beware of it to no go to rely on what you are looking at. So you can make a set of data look a certain way. You can window dress. So all these guys are doing right now is to capture all the agencies, all the public agencies, all the even press, to make sure they fall in line.
Yeah,
with
like repeating it, making it look like it's a big thing. They'll put people on TV, on radio, explaining the lie to the people. It's only going to be like after a year that people will be wondering. But they told us that we are employed, we are okay now. How come this whole thing is like this, Abi?
Baba. See, for me, I will just leave it here. I will leave it here. For me, I can't talk too much. I can't even really and truly. There's no serious economist in this world that we're living in would even look at GDP as a measure to explain anything tangible. They will always look at things like Human Development Index. You look at that tracks inequality of opportunity and of outcome. That means that on ground, are people happy? Are people gainfully employed? Do people have social mobility? Can they start from one part of society to move up? Those are the things you clearly look at in any economy. And if you look at it clearly, there's no social mobility. That's number one. If you go on the street, Baba, na Sakawe day. So for you to come and tell me this, no, Baba, no follow.
It's like taking it too far. And I tell you, they haven't even started. For those who might think they are going too far, they are just warming up. Adeola, thank you.
Baba, see, I'll leave you with this from yesterday. It was yesterday. I couldn't have time to call. Yesterday was a fire service. When the wicked are in power, people cry.
That's right.
That is what we are seeing. People are crying. So I will stick to the scriptures.
When the people are happy,
rejoice. So Baba, may we not talk. Let us look at what is going on. Maybe make person not fire you. Anyone will they talk, Baba, see, you're not going to hell. Don't say you're going to hell, because hell is reserved for
if
life.
That makes them feel better. That's why I told them.
No, Baba, don't make anybody feel better. Don't make any bastard feel better. Don't make any bastard feel better.
I know,
see, this program is not meant to be.
Baba, me now.
Baba, good night.
Like,
I know I'll make them para. You see, a truth teller will always find themselves in heaven.
And that's exactly what the Bible says, and all the religion as well. It said a pious man will make heaven, right? And being pious means being honest, being straightforward, not being saint. There's no saints. Right? We all know what is wrong and right?
I don't want to para. I will come back with you with the figures anyway. God bless you, sir.
Not to do you, Baba. Nice one, So I have another caller on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Taking it too far, and I tell you,
you might need to mute that.
I think this is going too far.
I don't know if this would be Charm. Is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Yes, I got it right. You know why? Because you haven't really changed your DP on your WhatsApp. It's easier now. I've mastered it. Yeah. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking.
You know what? I've been traveling, so I just was catching up with your show. yesterday. I haven't even watched today's one because I don't like to rush. I want to digest it properly.
You want to take them after slow, right? Beautiful.
Exactly.
Well, here
So
you
I
are.
caught up with yesterday's show.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I'm calling, right? That yesterday's show was one of your best shows ever.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like everyone in the temple should take that particular link to your show and post it so that as many people as possible can watch it, listen to it, and hear exactly what you're saying.
I know, but a lot
right?
of people
Because
are not
you
really
were
happy,
so
like you oversaid it. We should be very careful.
no,
And
no,
that
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
get me more angry, by the way.
I don't think you oversaid anything. I don't think there's nothing you didn't say, and there's no rational thinking person who steps outside and actually looks at exactly what's going on in the country, especially where our so-called religious entities are concerned, and won't see that there is a problem, right? Where there's evil, you call it good. Where you're supposed to tell people, you know what, this is not right, this is not for you, this is you people need to stand up for your rights and tell the truth for goodness sake. You have people who are not doing it, right? And every day people go to church. And truly, the Bible. Listen, I'm a Christian, and the Bible does say that my people suffer for lack of knowledge, and that is what we're going through. Because when you pick up that Bible, does it tell you that you should fold your arms and be looking? No, it has never said so. The Israelites fought battles. God fought with them. They never folded their arms. Okay, they fought battles, and it's time for us to stand up and start fighting battles. Start with those pastorpreneurs, as you call
what I
them.
mean? The pulpit bandits, pastorpreneurs.
The pulpit bandits. Start from those people. The reason why I like this Tinubu's government is that I don't think anybody now with eyes can say they cannot see. They cannot see where the problem is. I told you when I've called a couple of times and I said to you, Tinubu's government is the government that keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps
giving. You're right.
So if you are blind, right? If you say you are blind and you cannot see where your problems are, who the people you need to be targeting your anger is, right? Tinubu's government showed us exactly where our problems are. And where we need to start targeting, where we need to start throwing
our rage and anger and focus, be consistent as well.
Exactly, focusing our rage and our anger and being consistent.
Yes.
Right. That's the only reason I've called here today is to say, listen, that your show yesterday, spot on.
Well,
spot on.
Thank you so much, Cha. Because they say you guys are those who are sort of urging me on. They say you are those who are going to push me to the gate of hell. And I kind of feel like if being honest send you to hell, well, I love you. I love their encouragement. So you just did it again now. Charm.
Send you to hell. For goodness sake, are we not there already?
Are we not already living hell on earth already? See, God bless you.
They're coming to tell you that 98% employed. Are you okay in this present day Nigeria? If you don't have eyes to see or ears to hear, I'm not there, so I listen and I hear what the problems are in our country. There are people in Nigeria on ground. They can't say 98% employed. Where, how, why?
Nigeria
that doesn't make any sense.
From a 60% unemployment down to 4.1% unemployment. In fact, that must be the big miracle of the year. Guinness World Record should say something.
In how many months? In 3
weeks. 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks, in Tinubu's government,
they just did it for the month of June, July. So that of July was when they finalized it. So between the July 1st and the end of July, the unemployment rate dropped from over 40% to 4.1%. So they declared it this month.
In fact, the children unborn, the ones that are inside people's stomachs, they are also employed as well.
Miracle not retire Jesus. Charm. Except if you don't have faith.
I just wanted to, commend you for yesterday's show. I thought it was fantastic. I just want to urge everyone in the temple, like somebody was saying, I feel like your show needs a bit more exposure, right? I feel like more people should be listening and hearing so that we can all get collectively angry because this is crazy, right? We need to be angry now. We shouldn't be waiting for these pastorpreneurs that we have because none of them are here to do anything or even there to tell you the truth. if you are interested in your own salvation as you want it, listen, it's a personal thing.
Yes,
right? Deal with God on a personal basis. Learn to live your life on the person,
and we want them to shut up too, Charm, right? We want all these guys to please just shut up.
Exactly. Right? If you don't want
if you don't know what to say on what is obvious, right? Please just keep quiet. At least we will not have to doubt wherever your position is. We just know that you didn't see anything.
Exactly.
Or playing on our own intelligence, trying to rigmarole us with all this gaslighting. You are insulting us now. Bible said we should respect. Charm, Bible said we should respect elders, right? The same Bible also said, do not get the young people angry. You must not get them angry. Bible did say that.
He said it. He said it. I concur with. He said it. Okay.
So you are getting us angry, and you are telling us that no. We won't take that. We'll be angry.
Listen, anyway, again, like I said, I don't have too much to say. I just said I felt like I needed to call you just to encourage you. I know that people will say, oh, don't use the name of God in vain. I understand all of that, but some things need to be said. Some people need to be told the truth, right? You're not here for your pastors. You're not here for them. They're not the ones who are paving the way for you to get
your religion, your faith, or your pastors. But any of them that crosses the line, we will drag them.
Yes.
We know they are always intentional.
Start to think critically, for goodness sake. Start to think, use your brain. I mean, you're right. The problem of Nigeria is not really a spiritual problem. It's what the guy said yesterday, ignorance. Ignorance, lack of education, so many things are worrying that country. The least of it is the spiritual
the least
element
is spiritual, you get it. But they want to make it spiritual and everything else. Come on.
My dear, let me leave the floor for another. But well done. Yesterday, I'm sure today's show it will be another blockbuster. But yesterday's show was on point, amazing. It should be shared all around, anywhere, everywhere. Well done, Michael.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I mean, I appreciate that. I will take another one. I think I just missed that. Sorry about that. So I thought I missed you, and I believe I just got you back. Hello there. Hello. You are now connected. If you can hear me, sir, or ma.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic. Come closer to the phone so that I can also hear you loud and clear, sir. It doesn't seem that
hello?
You can you see hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now. I think it's better now.
For the kind of some intricacies here. Is my ego. You see, as we take our head, they break coconut. I'm calling from US. Right. I may be wrong in what I want to say.
Okay.
But the truth is, this 96% that they said is unemployed. The reverse is the case.
Well,
that's what I want to ask. And then I'll come to MBS because MBS failed over 15 years back, or if I'm not mistaken, because what they do now, they recycle the figures. I've done survey for MBS, many years back. Yeah, and those years, you take the money, you go to the field, you get accurate data, and you bring your reports, and they publish accurate things. But what they are trying to do now is to sell a very wrong narrative to the outside world, because when somebody keeps telling lies over and over and over again, that lies becomes
true. They begin to believe the lies.
They begin to believe the lies. Nigeria under Buhari, who was dead. Buhari was dead. That was why our money. That's why Nigeria is bankrupt. They used Nigeria money to cover the debt of Buhari. Honestly. And then now, because they can't give account of all this money, they're not doing everything possible to deceive the gullible, both the educated and the illiterate. And MBS, all these agencies that this outside world looks at, they want to hold on to them and then send very wrong narratives to this, because this way they don't have any other source of getting information.
You know what somebody told me? They said, even though they might downplay the importance of statistics, But they are beginning to understand it, that it could be used as a very strong political tool, because a lot of people seems to be believing the statistics that come out of government place. But the reverse is going to be the case now, okay? With all this kind of shady, duplicated data that are not reliable, people are going to lose more interest in what they say. And at the end of the day, they achieve whatever they want to achieve with manipulating these things, right? It will produce, I mean, it's going to be like a sort of a negative blowback, in my own opinion, no? Because data matter now, doesn't it?
Well, data matters where people are enlightened, where people are hungry, like Nigeria. Do you know that 99% of, let me say 95, let me not just exaggerate. Then all this thing we do here, 95% of Nigerians are after what they can eat.
I know.
And after the opportunity
and
they
I
can
think
get.
you'll be very right if you can make it 99% now. Now that I know why you wanted to give the figure, make it 99. That's you being generous,
okay, 99.
for giving one.
Yeah, because these people are only after what they can eat and the opportunity they can get, either as local government chairman, either as one appointment, or so they can grab their own. Just like that young man you see, who was criticizing in 2011. The government is this, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. When he got his own turn, the dog went back to his vomit. We need credible people who can stand their ground. You know, let me shock you. Keyamo, during his interview, you know, a lawmaker picked him up on how many billions? Not million, no. A lawmaker picked him up to come and defend how that money was spent.
52 billion, in case if you need a number. That's how much. 52
billion. And then they downplayed that thing that they will have to sort it out in the secret. They went to Asurok and came back. You know the greatest lie that man told? What? That man came and told the whole world that, oh, CBN had the data. They were the people who disbursed the money to the individuals. First, big lie. From the chambers. CBN does not distribute money to individual accounts. CBN is a financial and economic advisor to the federal government. Unfortunately, a minister stood before lawmakers to lie to the whole world and said that. And nobody, even the CBN, has not come to correct this. You know, a minister does not know the difference between a commercial bank and a central bank. And the function of a commercial bank and the function of that of a central bank. So this is the greatest lie they've been using to deceive Nigerians. Nigerians just let them sit down there until they sink all of them into the sinkhole, and then they can't do anything. They are waiting for people, America, to come and fight for them, waiting for Russia to come and fight for them. Instead of them doing the needful, we can't take this anymore. People are really, really suffering, honestly. And I want to. It's really getting out of hand. It's really getting out of hand. Those of us who are overseas, me myself, I get sick and tired sometimes when they talk about Nigeria.
Too. You know the other one. You know what? The other one is that the people that you saw 10 years ago that were doing fine and they had prospect of even doing better in 10 years' time. A lot of them have run into economic trouble for the past few years, that even yourself are feeling sorry for people you knew that they had prospect of making better life for themselves with what they were doing. These guys destroyed them, right? Some of these guys have now turned to beggars today. I mean, we saw how the ruins happened. It was like a tsunami that swept through a country. A lot of them who still have something now, they are scared. They are not sure what their lot will be in 5 years' time. How could that be a country?
I left Nigeria 13 years ago. 13 years ago. And I saw all these things coming. I resigned from a very lucrative job in Nigeria because I could not get myself involved in the rottenness that I saw. Instead of sitting down to complain or to join them, but there's a bandwagon. If you can't beat them, you join them. I'm not that kind of person. No, I can't complain. I can't join you. Because that is what is killing Nigeria. I had to resign honorably and then use the little money they paid me to come overseas and left. And this thing that is happening now is sinking more and more. I had every opportunity to make millions of money if I had wanted to. But then you remember that anything you get from the side of the pot goes to the side of the mouth. That's what my father used to say. So for us who are overseas, anybody who's also criticizing the zoo Nigeria, be ready to make a change starting with your own self.
That's right.
Starting with your own self. Not when they call you up tomorrow.
Don't become what you condemn.
Exactly. Like Pastor Kumuyi did the other day. He kind of let himself down by telling people to support a very corrupt somebody who forged certificate. When Kumuyi went to Unilag,
and we shouldn't criticize them to the point that they will become confused. That we should support them.
But he taught me restitution. Kumuyi taught me restitution. Why didn't he tell Tinubu? Why don't he tell Tinubu to restitute all the money that he has stolen to Lagos State government? That's what he should do as a pastor. But they don't speak all these things.
No.
They downplay it, try to impoverish the people more and more. I know you want to build faith in the people, but speak the truth. When you condemn people who are sinners, tell them to repent and come to Jesus. Tell the stealing politicians that they need to restore the money that they've stolen from the people back to the coffers of the government. These are what pastors are supposed to do, but they're not doing it.
No, they say we should pray for them.
They're not doing it.
No, what they say we have to pray.
They're not doing it. What kind of prayer? Prayer cannot put roads, cannot put a quota on the road.
Never.
Prayer cannot put electricity in the houses. Do you know? Let me take your time. When I was born again, when we were in the prayer room praying, we were praying for electricity. Oh, when they will have to crusade, we'll be in the prayer room praying for crusade. Oh God, let leper not take light. This one, when I came
now, God, please make sure there is light. Oh God, make sure there is light. How does that even make sense,
bro? My brother,
yeah, man.
Please, let us, whatever we can do as people in the diaspora to help deliver those who are already sinking. But first, let's start with ourselves. So let me say this. Let me put this caveat.
We should be truthful to ourselves too.
Good. Start yourself. Examine yourself first. Not when they put you to a place where you've been overseas. You have not seen $1 million or 1 million euro.
1 million.
You go to
we are talking about you've never seen $100,000 cash in your life. Well, here you are. There is a political appointment waiting in Nigeria, and then suddenly they will turn around and say, Mayegun, you don't understand governance, right? See, I used to be like you, Mayegun. I used to criticize. When I got in, I realized that it's not easy, Mayegun. If you yourself come here, you realize that it's not easy. I say, sir, are you being serious? We used to criticize these people together. Now you turn around and telling me that I don't understand politics. I understand better, okay?
No.
But wait till you chop.
Let me say this to our listeners before I yield my mind. The secret, this is a professional advice I'm giving to anybody who has yet to hear, let him hear. The secret to longevity is one, be honest to yourself.
Yes.
Keep your hands clean, and whatever you want to do it so that the next man who's next to you will be happy.
Yes.
The next one who's left you will be happy. That you alone will not be happy. Let other people's happiness be your joy. Once you have this principle in life, man, you go to bed and sleep like a baby.
Sleep like a baby. God bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'll take another one. That's quite brilliant, you know. When people don't, I've seen a lot of me, as you are seeing me, so I may be a young man, okay? My eyes don't see a lot. So when people turn around and say, Amayegun, just make sure you never change. I'm like, what are you talking about? Change to what? Change to a beggar. Somebody who now rely on praising people that he once condemned so that I can feed. Like Sean Robi Romini. Like, how could you? I mean, if anybody will feel like Mayegun, I just hope you will not change one day. I will begin to fight you because, like, a Robi Romini. Anybody wishing me to be part of that nonsense, like you are wishing me, like downgrading me to be a beggar from politicians that are stealing from you or what? But where I've seen it, sorry, my caller, I've seen a lot of them who have been here in the years past who have been like, hey, Mayegu, you are right. All these our leaders are criminals. They are thieves. Then suddenly they turn around and started advising me, hey, Mayegu, it's not like that. Sometimes you need to listen to other people too. Mayegu, you need the opinion of other people. Government is not easy. If now you will do worse. I used to be like you, Mayegu. I used to criticize these people. Now I know better. Say, oh, you cool. So you are projecting your own selfish greed and all of them on me. And you are waiting every day, praying every day. When they tell you, say, Mayegu don't collect appointment. Like, is that how kind of, unfortunate some people's lives can really be? Anyway, anybody Ruby Romi, anybody Ruby Romi, Nigeria Romi. If you think Nigeria, especially with all these criminals, now Ogun go kill you. Hello there.
Mayegu, no, Ogun go kill you.
Ogun go kill you in Jesus' name, because I mean, like, Papa, I get my life here, like what my last caller just said, right? Like, be truthful to yourself, work hard and earn whatever you want to earn. Honestly, you can always go to bed and sleep, right? You would not have to worry about anything. So maybe somebody can't look at me like this, right, and start telling me that, Mayegu, I see you as a special advisor to governor one day. Mayegu, I see you as a senator in Nigeria one day. In that same Nigeria that we are seeing right now, under that same criminal establishment that we have right now. Now Google kill them in Jesus' name. I mean it.
They go buy you a weekend bulletproof car now join.
That's what I'm saying now. Like, person when they wish me that kind of thing, you know, Phoebe person will like me. Trust me. How are you doing
you remember that?
Sorry,
I'm doing good. How's your family?
Well, we are
How's
here.
your family?
Baba. Thanks for asking.
Mayegu, this thing they're talking about, like what you said about they creating jobs and all that. Mayegu, government don't create no job. It's a small business skill in any development.
Government to create jobs or business. No.
No. You see the small one I created, that I told you about in Lagos.
Yes.
Mayegu, the cost of operation outweighs every other thing that I can't even but because of the law at the clinic. I have to keep paying. Only electric power supply alone, the logistics, your staff, everything. I'm just doing it out of love. I'm not anybody that's thinking about investing in Nigeria. Man, you got to really think really deep about it, because the government don't create the environment for any investor to come and invest. You have to fuel your own power supply, water, even the road. You have to sometimes you fix it so that vehicles can come by. I mean, the government does nothing. I don't even know. We are not citizens in Nigeria. We're just occupying that space. We're just occupying the space where there's no Nigerian citizen, because citizenship comes with government responsibilities.
That is right.
But in Nigeria, I don't see what anybody is benefiting. They don't give you welfare. No. They don't give you food stamp. They don't give you any stuff for your education. They don't even create nothing. No good roads, insecurity. There's nothing they create. And if you look at in the world today, it's supposed to be one police to 100 people. Nigeria, the security, the police, if the Nigerian citizens decide to wake up today, Mayegu, they're going to push all those people away.
See,
right away.
Talking about one policeman to 100 people. In Nigeria, I think they said there's one policeman to 25,000 people. That's not even the problem. That's not even my worry. Have you seen where vigilante rescue police officer and he's praying, thanking God? Have you seen that before?
No.
Kidnappers kidnapped policemen, right? It was the vigilantes who came to rescue them. If you see how that policeman grabbed that vigilante, thank you so much. I thought I was going to die. A policeman was thanking vigilante. In some part of Nigeria, police station, they are closing at 4 p.m. for security reason. Have you heard that before?
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
For security reason, they have to close the police station by 4 p.m. So who is protecting who?
So who is guiding the people till the next day?
Well, the people are on their own.
Are they going to die 911? Who's going to respond? Okay, on the caveat, let me round up with this. I'm science inclined. So I find out that in a pepper that Nigerians eat a lot, there's an element in pepper called cyanam, and that cyanam
excretes an endorphin that creates tolerance to pain. So when Nigerians keep consuming that, I'm just wondering what is wrong with us. Then when I now find this, I think David Hundeyin actually posted it as well. If you go to his page, you see somebody grabbing chewing pepper. They say maybe that's why Nigerians are so tolerant, because these people are out of touch. Than to reduce the government, they are increasing the government.
I know.
They're looting, taking money, doing all that stuff, but we're tolerating it. Once it's not in your own backyard that the harm is being done, it don't bother you. Maybe because of the pepper we eat. That's my caveat today. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Zeus, because you're going to also be my last caller until I give my people motivational, line before I go too. Thank you for always.
I appreciate it. Have
Thanks
a wonderful one.
So somebody was wondering when I said that police station closed in Nigeria at 4 p.m. for security reason. It's not new. It may sound funny to you, but I mean, it is what it is right now in Nigeria. Another person was saying that, Zeus was asking me, what would then happen to the people when the police have already closed and they have gone home and all that? And I said, well, the people are going to be on their own. So another person was like, what if people have emergency and they need to call the police? In the UK, when you call 999, you are calling the police emergency, I think. I've never used it, so pardon my ignorance, all right? But in the US, that one we have seen that in the movies all the time. You call 911. If you have problem or security challenges or any issue in Nigeria to call, which number would you call? That you are very sure that they are going to come. To call the police, to call the fire, to call the rest of them that you're 100% sure they will come. What number? Okay, I don't know. Maybe you do know. But what I know about Nigeria emergency number, the most popular Nigeria emergency number when you have emergency is that, ẹ gbà mí o, ará àdúgbò. You can't do that twice. Help will come. Ẹ gbà mí o. Everybody will, kí ló dé. Daddy Isaac ti kó sí kànga o. Daddy Isaac jumped to kànga kẹ̀. What happened? Instead of you to call the ambulance, to call the fire service, just run outside the house and say, ẹ gbà mí o. Help me, oh! Help me, oh! People will rush out. Kí ló dé, mommy. What happened? What's kí ló dé? My husband don't enter canal. Or you should have called the fire service or called the ambulance now. Which ambulance? What's their number? Fire service. See. My husband dey inside the conga. You don't enter conga. You say fire service. It's fire. It might help you find the number. It's 121. Hello? Yeah, Daddy Isaac Dikosi Konga at number 18. So and so. But the popular one is just come out there and scream. Help! People will come out. Even if it's health issue, your child is convulsing inside and you need help. There's no 999. There's no 911. Just jump outside. If you want make it happen fast. Now, women sabi that one pass. Jump out naked. Any kind of problem that will make a woman jump outside naked, it's an emergency. Everybody understand the code in your area. It's an emergency. She ran out naked, screaming for help. Everybody will rush in. Don't take any of my advice, and you'll be at your own. It's at your own risk if you don't get all I just said. All right. So I wish you all the best, and thank you for spending your evening with me once again. And if you have liked this broadcast already, it's brilliant. I'm going to see you some other time. I'm just being me. I'm just Mayegun. And I appreciate all of you who kind of always show me that kind of, Mayegun, well done. Mayegun, well done. I speak from my heart. And you can be my friend in the morning. And in the evening, you may unsubscribe from my channel. You may delete, you may even block me. And I would not care. You know what will bring you back? Your conscience. I'm very good at that. You can lie to everyone, but you can't lie to yourself. And even if you're lying to yourself, living in denial, there's always going to be a time that you have yourself called this self-me time. my voice will continue to ring in your ears. You know what is right from what is wrong. But this guy is not pretending about it. We never make them look different as well. No, it's not going to change. I will make you publicly accept and agree that you deserve better. We all deserve better. And having better means that you have to reject the worst that's been given to you. You cannot decorate a rotten eba and call it a freshly made cake. It doesn't work that way. So whether you like me or you don't like me, my message will help all of us if we all choose to do the right thing. But until then, propaganda lanje, APC ma lo propaganda lo, you know ma je propaganda yen lo. To ba ti pade yin gboro. What are you, baba ki lo nbo ogbeni propaganda and inshallah. They say vibes, propaganda and inshallah. Angel, all the best. I'll see you again. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Nayibi number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo
ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.